People of Kenya, they don't need violence. They don't need confrontation. They want opportunities. They want jobs. They want opportunity to engage in business. That is what we should be doing as leaders, instead of inciting them to violence, to destruction.
If you were to ask most people who is the greatest betrayer in history, they would probably blurt out Judas Iscariot without missing a beat. But ask President William Ruto, and you may hear a very different answer from President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Kwa hivyo, mimi nataka niwaulize, our young people, they deserve the best from us. Kama wazazi, kama serikali, kama viongozi, tusiwapiganishe watoto wetu. These young people of Kenya, they don't need violence. They don't need confrontation. They want opportunities. They want jobs. They want opportunity to engage in business. That is what we should be doing as leaders, instead of inciting them to violence, to destruction, and many things. That will not solve their problem and will not solve the problem of our
country. To Ruto, Uhuru is just a footnote in the history of betrayal. He is the main event, the master of political backstabbing.
Shida ya watu siku hizi, everybody sijui mumeogopeshwa, sijui even you gena, naona rudi uingie hii Genz, nyinyi ndio the story of the future. Fight for your rights bwana, sio kukakaa hapo hapo mambo mali yenu ichukuliwe na nini, mumeitolea jasho. Msikubali, pambaneni, muhakikishe mumepata haki yenu. Mnasikia nyinyi? Sio kukaa hapo tu, kuna kitu inadumu. But everything is worth a fight for. If you don't fight for it, ikienda mtu asilie. Msimame mupiganie haki yenu. Na mko na hawa watoto wamebaki ambao wako tayari kupigania haki yao. Waungane pamoja nanyi. Can't just stand there and let people take your hard earned.
Right now, the president and his loyal brigade have seemingly traded their political playbooks for chapters straight out of the book of lamentation. Their grievances, Uhuru's alleged dirty play, this all stems from fear message from retired president urging the youth to fight for their rights.
Mkimuacha loose, anaanza kusema, you young people, msimame, rise up, protect your properties. Young people wana properties gani ya kuprotect? Badala ya yeye kusema, nyinyi msisaidie, mali yangu isichukuliwe, ana wasiwasi na mali yake. Mimi sitaki kusema sana, lakini mimi naambia kwa ajili sifichi na siogopi, na nyinyi mjue hivyo. Msimame na rais, msimame na Wycliffe Ambeto Paranya, Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, wameona mbele. Tuende hivyo paka 2027, paka 2032, tunajua pahali tunaenda. Nyasaye mlinde.
When Uhuru Kenyatta likely saw this as a motivational call to action, the Kenya Kwanza government interpreted it as a Molotov cocktail of rebellion aimed squarely at the government doorstep. To them, it wasn't empowerment, it was an act of treason. Picture this: the man who once shared meals with you, wished you well, and even loaned you a few of his political allies for good measure, suddenly starts rallying masses to fight your administration. For Ruto, it is a betrayal so profound that it irritates to the core.
Mimi naungana na Tano Wanyama, mheshimiwa chairman wa UDA, kusema ya kwamba former president kuambia vijana wetu warudi kwa street kupigana na serikali, hiyo ni makosa na ni heshima kubwa kwake yule ambaye alikuwa rais wa nchi hii. Na hiyo ni wivu, kwa vile wakati yake watu wa Kenya hawakufanya hivyo. Kwa nini ati wewe wananchi wachochewe kuharibu serikali? Na nchi hii wakati itapata shida, hata yeye, hata kama ako na mali nyingi, yeye pia atakuwamo ndani hapa. Si ati atahepa. Hapana. Unless ahepe mapema kabla maneno haijakuwa mbaya. Na tukimuona hatutaruhusu aende. Lazima apaki yeye pia asikie hiyo maumivu ambaye anachochea vijana kufanya. Na naambia vijana wetu, msijaribu wa Kenya wote vijana kufata maneno ambaye former rais aliongelea juzi.
The root of this drama traced back to an infamous meeting at Uhuru'S home at the time Ruto seemed to believe he was on the verge of winning over the Mount Kenya region, a political battleground that had grown increasingly hostile following Gachagwa's impeachment. Uhuru appeared to offer an olive branch, even sprinkling in some of his loyals to help Ruto steady the ship. For a while, it worked. Smiling photos from meeting spread like wildfire online, building the illusion that the two leaders were now rowing the same boat. But just as Ruto was starting to feel the wind of cooperation, Uhuru flips the narrative.
My Genz, nyinyi ndio the story of the future. Fight for your rights, bwana. Sio kukakaa hapo mambo mali yenu ichukuliwe na nini, mumeitolea jasho. Msikubali, pambaneni, muhakikishe mumepata haki yenu. Mnasikia nyinyi? Sio kukaa hapo tu. Kuna kitu inadumu. But everything is worth a fight for. If you don't fight for it, ikienda mtu asilie. Msimame mupiganie haki yenu. Na mko na hawa watoto wamebaki ambao wako tayari kupigania haki yao. Waungane pamoja nanyi.
He has called for the youth to raise against perceived injustices left Ruto's camp, revealing this was no minor betrayal. It was political equivalent of inviting someone into your home only to find out that they have been hiding out spare keys to your enemies. For President Ruto, whose political career hangs by precarious thin thread, this kind of opposition from someone as influential as Uhuru Kenyatta is the stuff of nightmares. The president now finds himself in an unviable position. Should he dig deep into his bag of tricks or his treasure to bring Uhuru back into the fold, or will he risk watching his once reliable ally transforming into a figurehead of resistance? One thing for sure right here, this betrayal saga has all the making of our political sobra, and the stick couldn't be higher for the man of the center of it all. To sum it up all, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta is allegedly reported to be fronting Fred Matiang'i for presidency 2027, and that already it's been decided that he will be Jubilee Party's candidate in the ballot. A source says Uhuru is seeking to reach out to former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, whose allies were recently co-opted into President Ruto's broad-based government, to join Matiang'i's camp before 2027. It is coordinated. Uhuru is trying to put together the opposition to support Matiang'i. He is the one behind all this.